Hello, Beethoven Wins. Nice to see you guys here. Hope you're all doing well. So this is going to be our second lesson video, and we're not going to focus too much on a specific piece of music today. What we're going to do instead is some more technique stuff. So we're going to start off with just getting instrument warmed up a little bit, since that's very important when you're playing. You don't want to play on a cold instrument because it's going to be a lot more difficult, and if the instrument's cold, it's actually not going to be quite as in tune. So we're going to get that all warmed up. First of all, we're going to start with the mouthpiece. Actually, no. First, we're going to start with breathing. That is the most important part when playing trumpet. So I'm going to turn on a metronome here, and we're going to do some breathing exercises. The way we're going to do this is we're going to breathe in for 4 beats, we're going to hold our air for 4 beats, and then we're going to breathe out for 4 beats. So I'll do it once. Alright, so you can hear the metronome going, and I'm breathing in for 4, holding for 4, exhaling for 4. And what's really important when you're doing this breathing exercise is that you start with your air completely empty. So I don't have my lungs full when I start, but they start empty, and when I breathe in over the course of the full 4 beats, I fill them up completely. So after my lungs are totally full, and they can't take any more air in. Once those 4 beats are over, we're going to hold for 4 beats. So we're just going to hold it as we are there. Going to practice holding our breath. And then we're going to exhale for 4 beats. And during the exhale, this is one of the most important parts. Actually, I'd say it's just as important as the inhale, but the exhale is very important because that's what's happening through the trumpet usually, right? And we need our air to be consistent the whole time. We don't want it to go and then taper off towards the end. And we don't want it to go and then breathe all out at once. We need to go from totally full to totally empty, and we need the air to be even the entire time. Because, if I'm playing trumpet and I take a big breath and my air's not even, and I want to just play say a whole note on a G, it's going to sound like this. Or it might sound like this. But we don't want it to change volume right now. We just want it to sound like this. Okay? So in order to achieve that, what we need to do is really pace our air. Make sure it's all coming out consistently. And when you blow out, you want to pretend you're blowing through the trumpet. So it's not right? It's a nice controlled, fast stream of air as if you were going through your trumpet. Okay, so I'll turn the metronome back on, and we're going to do this 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. And again. And again. One more time. All right. Very good. That'll get your lungs all warmed up. It's a great idea to do that before you play every single day. It'll just get your air going. You'll feel nice and warmed up. You'll work on lung capacity, so you can breathe in more air and breathe out more air at one time, so you don't have to take as many breaths while you're playing. Okay, once we're done with that, we'll continue on and take our mouthpieces, and we're going to do some buzzing. So we're just going to do some sirens. Going to sound like this. order to achieve a nice, smooth siren, when you're getting higher, you need to get faster air going through the mouthpiece, right? And slow it back down to come down. And think of the syllables ah to e being a higher one and ah being lower. So in order to change the note, it can really help to think of a different syllable. So I can think ah, ee, ah, similar to how we did the lip slurs in the previous warm-up video before. So that's just going ah, ee, ah. And if I speed up the air while I'm doing that, I can get even higher. All right, so I'll do that a couple times here. Do it with me. And I'll go ahead, pause the video, just do some more sirens on your own, really get your lips warmed up, your embouchure buzzing and everything nice and ready to play. When you're all done with that, continue on with the video, put the mouthpiece on the trumpet, and we'll get to playing. Okay, so what we're going to do here is, first of all, we're going to do some lip slurs. We did some of these in the warm-up video. So I'm going to start on a G, I'm going to slur down to a C, and then back up to a G. And this is almost the same as the sirens we were doing, right? With the sirens we go, and with the trumpet we go, right? It's the same thing we're doing with the lips, but on the trumpet there's like a break, so you only hear two different notes. But you still want to think E, ah, E. Will really help changing the note. Faster air to get up higher, and then relax a bit to get down to the lower partial. So we're going to do that a couple times. Turn a metronome on here. G, C, G. Let's make this a little slower for you. Let's do... Okay. And then once we do it on G, we're going to go down to F sharp and do it there. And do it on F. And we're going to go all the way down to C sharp. So I'm going to do it once here. Go ahead and play along with me if you've already seen this part. Otherwise, it's okay to just listen and then pause the video and come back and redo it with me. But I'm going to do it once for you right here. All right, here we go. All right, so go ahead, pause the video, go back, do that a couple times. You heard I actually had a couple little mistakes there on when I was going from on the E flat one. I missed the lower partial a little bit there. So see if you can do that even better than I did. I'm sure you can. Go back, try it a couple times. When you get down lower there, it can get really difficult. And you really want to go think really open, going from like, if you went from E flat, slurring down to the next partial, which is like a low A flat, or D to G, or when you get to C sharp down to F sharp, those can be really difficult because those second notes are really low. And in order to get those out cleanly, what you need to do is really think big warm air, open sound, slow air too, right? It's not, it's to get those low notes out. And then speed it up just to get up to the, when you get up to the next partial. So yeah, go ahead, pause the video, try that a couple times, and then let's move on. The next thing we're gonna do here is a little bit of repeat after me, but I'm not going to show you what my valves are doing. So I'm going to move over here, and I'm going to play something, and then I'm going to tell you what note I started on, and it's going to be up to you guys to figure out the rest of it. And then once you're done, you can always pause the video, go back, retry it, and figure it out, and then I'll reveal what I played to you. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to swap my mic over so you can hear the trumpet better. All right, so I'm going to play something here. It's going to start on an E. All right, so what you're gonna do, take a minute here, pause the video, go back, re-listen to that a few times, and try and figure out what I played. Once you think you've got it, just continue on with the video. I'm gonna reveal it here, so if you haven't got it yet, don't continue watching until you do. All right, here we go. So it's E, E, G, G, E, G, F, C. All right, so there's a couple jumps in there that don't follow exactly. So the first one, we go E, E, G, so we skip F, so that's a minor third, but it's a third difference there. And then on the way down, it goes G, F, down to C. So we actually skip two notes there. We skip E and D. So that's that's a whole fourth jump, right? There's four notes there. So C, D, E, F. The difference between F and C is a fourth. So it's a big jump there. So if you got that, give yourself a pat on the back. We're gonna do one more. Give you one more shot. See if you can get this one. This one might be a little bit more difficult because there's. I'm not gonna give anything away yet. But yes, this one's gonna start on an F, and I'll play it for you right now. All right, go ahead, figure that one out. Pause the video now and listen to it a few times. Once you think you've got it, continue on with the video. I'm going to give it away here. So overall, the notes in that one aren't quite as difficult as the first one. However, there is a B flat, which is a different accidental. The other one had no accidentals in it. All the notes were just part of the C major scale. This one has a B flat in it, which is a little bit different. So great job if you got it. If you didn't, there'll be more to come. You'll have another shot to do them. It's a great idea. You know, find a song you like, listen to that song, and try and figure out the melody to it on your trumpet. Be really fun to play along with it. All right, that's all for today. Great job today, guys, and I'll see you later.